G'day again. Welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Fields of Fire Volume 1, Vietnam Mission 1 Ala Moana, Part 1. And we're about to go on with turn 9 of 10. So as of the last turn, we had cleared 14 of the 12 areas that we had to clear of enemy troops. So from that point of view, we are doing well, even though we've been chewed up a bit due to my wonderful tactics of dying and whimpering spectacularly. So I've got to the point now where I need to make a decision from where I see things. So I've got two main choices that I see, or three really. First off, I can basically leave the troops as they are and just keep putting brass down range and trying to survive, which is a great fallback sort of thing with no thought whatsoever. The other thing I can do is start to withdraw troops in towards the centre and leave the cleared areas as they are, and therefore I'm liable to take less fire. Well, I may take less fire. Or I start to basically leave the troops, well, go on the attack effectively. So the main worry I have at the moment, because if I've got troops blown away on a card, which is really shitful, at least I've still got that terrain. But what I'm worried about is if they will come, the VC come barreling back out of the tunnels again, because that'll put a PC marker on every card where there are American troops. So if I leave the troops all spread out as they are, that means that anything that comes bubbling out of tunnels, there's a good chance that it's going to end up on other terrain cards where I can basically ignore them in a way, because they hopefully won't end up on my terrain cards cutting down on my 12 that I have to hold clear. So what to do. Okay, so I suppose it's really going to come down to what commands we get. So at the moment, just to bring you up to date, we've got crap everywhere, as you can see. I know it's not the best camera angle or anything else, but it's the best angle for me to be able to see what's going on and for you to have a broad overview at least. As we said before, these three are all firing into here, but I don't have any PDFs left to use. And there's a few others as well where things are firing into areas and I just didn't have the PDFs to put out. So let's just go on with it and see what the hell we get. So first things first is high HQ event, and we do not get one. So CO is still out here in contact with battalion. So we'll see what he gets. And we are still, let me just check if we're at engaged. I think we're still only at engaged. We have us there, them there, them there, just us, just them, just us, them, us, them, us. Yep, so we're out engaged. Okay, so CO is going to get 5 commands. -1 for being green is 4. Okay. So what's he want to do with them? Okay, he has a weapons team and a paralysed team there with him, and the sergeant is still undercover. So he can talk to one platoon, which is fair enough. So he will activate one platoon who had one spare command left. And I don't think he can talk to anybody else. 2 and 3 platoon are all undercover. Yep, 3 platoon there. Mortars. 4 platoon pinned over here. Where's 2 platoon gone? Two platoon. Did they end up? No. Yes, no, yes, no. Litter team. Fire team. Shoot up. Yeah, 1, 3, 4. I've lost track of 2 platoon. Aha. Knew they were somewhere. Okay, so he can't talk to the XO, who's dead, or a casualty. He can't talk to the first sergeant. He can't talk to 2, 3 or 4 platoons. So 1 platoon is it. What else does he want to do? He has got a weapons team, and that's it. Okay, so with his 1, 2, 3. He's going to call a ceasefire. No, he's not. What's he going to do? Yes, he's going to call a ceasefire. So he's going to pop his Red Star parachute, which leaves him 2 commands. Now with doing that, this guy will stop shooting into there. Okay, so I can use that PDF there because there's nobody for him to shoot at in there, and this guy's unspotted. In fact, this guy's going to shoot back over here like that, and so we have now automatic weapons, crossfire. This guy is going to stop shooting into there. We can get rid of that automatic weapons and that crossfire from there at the moment. So this guy can't see them, looking across the gully but can't see them either. So they are going to stop firing. These guys are firing into here, yeah, which is really silly. So they're going to stop firing into there. So we do have a PDF. So we still have the fire coming into here, but we're not firing into there. We have nothing to fire at. Righto. So that's fine. These guys cease fire and then start firing again, so they're still firing into there, that's fine. these guys cease firing into here, and their only target effectively is back here. So that ends up with a two-way firing range. So now we can put that PDF at the moment there and that PDF there. Okay, this guy. So that's them done. This guy can't do anything. He's a fire team for close. So he doesn't have a target, or does he now? He does. You can see this pinned unit here. Now we'll take that one. So he's going to fire over here. It's all pinned fire, that's fine, but that puts the crossfire there as well. This guy, under a world of hurt, but can't see anybody? Or can he now? No, he has no target. Yeah, well, he's not going to shoot through his own people, that's for sure. These guys are still firing into here. These guys were firing here, so they're going to stop doing that. And the only target they have is in here as well. This guy is pinned and has no available target other than this guy. So we'll do that. This guy's just paralyzed, which really sucks. And over here, all we have is a paralyzed team as well under fire. Okay. So that's the ceasefire command done. And there is not much else we can do. Righto, so one platoon, so the CO is going to, it's got two commands left. Sorry, just having a look again here. Okay, so the CO is going to order the weapons team to try and spot these units here. And there is a swag. There's two squads and two leaders. Sorry, two squads and a leader in there. Okay, so his first one is going to try spotting up here. So, same elevation and everything else. Target is undercover. Target is a veteran, so we have a -2. Well, part of the target is exposed, but I'm going to ignore that because they're again undercover. So we've got a -2. So that'll do. So we get a draw of 1. And we get a contact hand grenade, no good to us. So he will exhort him with his last command, and we get a reticule. Yay! Righto, so this is no longer a potential contact. And let's just nick that PDF there to chuck there like that. So we're going to start firing in there with automatic weapons fire with that weapons team. Like that. What do we have here? They're pinned undercover with automatic weapons for close combat, which is fine. they're not shooting at anybody. So I'm just going to put that like that. So both of these units are firing into here, so we have a crossfire as well. Okay, and that's all the CO can do. Can anybody else see them? And the answer is no. Righto, one platoon is going to get 3 commands, which gives them 4. Now, they're currently not under fire or anything else. And one platoon headquarters has got one platoon, a paralysed unit, and an RDFO with him. So the first thing he's going to do is try and rally this paralysed unit for a draw of 2. And we get nothing for the first, rally for the second. So our paralysed team becomes a litter team. Done. So that's 1 command down. 3 to go. Okay, what else we got? Okay, 1 platoon. We're going to try and throw a grenade up there. No, we can't. No, we can't. We have to be on there, as far as I'm aware. I don't really want to do that, do I? I don't want to open up any more potential contacts if I don't have to. So what he's going to do now is he is going to get 1 of 1 to seek cover, and that's a draw of 3, and we end up with cover on the first, nothing on the second, and nothing on the third. Okay. So our weapons team is now undercover and exposed. He's going to order the litter team into there as well. So that's 1, that's 2. And he's got 1 more command left. He's going to order the RDFO into cover as well for 3. And he's done. So now we're into the initiative phase. So 2 platoon will get 2 commands. -1 is 1. Not much to play with. 3 platoon, we've got the shuffle, we'll get 1 command. -1 is 0. Yay, team. He's -1 for, or in fact, 2 platoon is undercover. So they get 2 commands, -1 for being green, 1 for being undercover. 3 platoon gets 1 plus -1 as well. So they've actually got 1 command. I forgot about the cover. Terrain flying everywhere. Okay. 4 platoon will get 2. +1 for being undercover is 3 because they're line. So let's see again what we can do with that. Okay, so 2 platoon was down here with 1 of 2. Two commands. What we want to do, what do we want to do? Okay, so the first thing that they are going to do is do a spotting roll for this guy. here. So that's a draw of same, undercover is -1, -1, and it's a grenade. And we've got a +2 for the target's card, so we're at 0, so therefore we have draw of 2, and we have an infiltrate, and we have a grenade, which is no good. He's going to use his second to exhort, and that's no good either. So 2 platoon has used its commands. The reason I wanted to do that is because this is the mortar over here. So I thought if I can see him, especially if I could get it on the first command, then I could have done a change fire and brought it under fire, but it didn't work. Okay, 3 platoon is here undercover and is under lots of fire. He's got 1 command. What's he got here? He's got a pinned paralyzed unit with him, and he's got reduced 3 of 3. So he's going to get 3 of 3 to try and concentrate fire over here. Yep, that sounds good. Okay, so it's going to be a draw of 2 for concentrate fire, looking for a reticule, and we don't on the first. It's a blast, and the second is a blast. And that is the end of 3 platoons orders. 4 platoon is down here, and he's actually got 1 less command because he's pinned, so he's actually got 2 commands. So the first is going to be to try and rally himself, so draw of 2, and we get a rally on the first and a cover on the second, so he's no longer pinned. Lucky! Now he's got 2 of 4 with him, a 60mm mortar, and he's got the mortar FO. Okay, so what he's going to do, he's going to order the 60mm mortar to do an attack there, and that's the last of his commands. So that's going to be a draw of 2, looking for a grenade, and we get a reticule on the first and an infiltrate on the second. So that's the end of that. First sergeant will get 1 command, giving him 3. Okay. In fact, you get an extra 1 because he's a veteran, so he's up to 4. And you get an extra 1 because he's undercover, is 5. I think that's the way it works. So what's he want to do is the question. And realistically, there's not a great deal he can do. Not a great deal, but he can do something to split our command group up a bit. So he is going to move up to 3-1. He'll be exposed, so that's 1 command. He's going to then order 3-1 to seek cover. So he's moved, he's got 4 commands left. So we've got a draw of 3 for cover. We get cover on the first, rally on the second, and nothing on the third. Okay. So 3-1 finds cover, is exposed. Now he's in a village in Vietnam, so it's a draw of 5, and on a 1 it's a strong building, and on anything else it's a light building. So here we go, and we get a 5, so it's a light building. gives it +2 cover rather than +1. Okay. He's got the sergeant now has 3 commands left, so he's going to seek cover himself. So again, draw of 3, and we get nothing on the first, contact on the second, nothing on the third. So that's about all the first sergeant can do at the moment, because he's already moved, so next time he can move into cover. Okay, that just leaves us with general initiative, and we get shuffle. So general initiative is 3. 3 for general initiative. Okay. Okay. 3 for general initiative. Okay, what have we got there? Paralysed team. Three. Okay, we're just going to do it easy. We're going to move the CO with the other 2, the paralysed and the weapons team, into cover. Exposed. And that's done. Righto. So, enemy's turn. So, high HQ event, and there is none. And we rejoice. So then let's have a look at what we have. Enemy units. I'm just getting all the enemy units ready so that I can then go through them and work out what they're going to do. I need more red ones. Of course I need more red ones. We have another enemy unit here, and we have another enemy unit here, and we have this one and this one, and that one. Righto. Again, we'll just move from the top down. So what we have up here is an unspotted unit, undercover. So it's not pinned or anything else. Oh, looking at the wrong one, sorry. It's not on the same card. It's a heavy weapons. It does not under fire but is open fire. Is a draw of 3, a 1 or a 2 it does nothing, and the third it will do a concentrate fire. And we do a draw and it's a 1, so it does nothing. Next one is this sniper over here, who does nothing because he does not have a target. Right, which leaves this mess over here as next. Okay, so they're in foxholes. I've got 1 squad that is just in foxholes, and then I have a leader and a squad who are exposed. So we'll start with the one that's just in foxholes. Okay, it's not on the same card. They are under fire now. Under fire from a different direction than their PDF? Yes, because they're under fire from here. Oh no, they're under fire from here as well. So no, they're still under fire from their same area. Okay, trading fire. So they are putting out small arms fire, and they have automatic weapons fire coming in. So trading fire, and the unit's VOF is lower than the unit than the Americans. So again, it's a draw of 3. 1 and 2 they do nothing. The next one they'll do a concentrate fire, and they get 2, so they do nothing. So he does nothing. The leader does nothing. So we have the same one again on a draw of 3, and he gets a 2 and does nothing as well. In fact, that exposed marker's gone, isn't it? That should have gone last time. Sorry about that. Sorry, that belongs there. They're spotted. Okay. Now we got these poor buggers here, who are pinned in foxholes, and we have 2 paralysed and a fire team. Okay, so they are pinned undercover. So it's an auto rally for the fire team. So it's a draw of 2, usually, but they're green now because they're a fire team, so it's a draw of 1, and they get a cover. First paralysed team gets a cover, so it does nothing, and the other fire team we get reshuffle, gets a rally. So this paralysed team goes away and becomes a litter team. Okay, they're still under fire, they're under fire. Next red one is this one here, and we have an automatic unit. Do a shuffle. So he is not under fire, but has placed a PDF. So again, it's a 1, and the draw of 3, and a 1 or 2 he'll do nothing, but he's also got an RPG, so on a 3 he will do a grenade attack. And he gets a 1, so does nothing, and he is not under fire. Coming across, we then have this sniper who will try and concentrate fire. So draw of 3 because he's a veteran, and we get a blast, a grenade, and infiltrate, so nothing there. Next is this automatic weapons team firing into here. So again, not under fire, but has placed a PDF, so he'll go for a concentrate fire on a 3. And he gets a 3, so we have concentrate fire, and he goes, gets it on the first, gets it on the second, nothing on the third, so we have concentrate fire into here. Coming across, we have this pinned small arms unit. He is pinned, not undercover, with no leader, so it's a draw of 5, and he gets a 3, and a 3 is attempt to seek cover. So we have a draw of 2 for the cover. He gets a rally on the first, he gets a contact on the second, so nothing there. We come down here, sorry, he's not under fire, and we have another automatic weapons team, so a draw of 3. He's shooting into here, looking at a concentrate fire on a 3, and he gets a 2, so no action. We have the 60mm mortar, who will try and put a grenade attack into here. And he gets nothing for 1, grenade for 2. So we have a grenade attack. Successful into there. So he's still got another round to go, so he's fine. And then we have the bunker with the small arms unit and the leader, who's going to go for a concentrate fire into here. So that's, let's see, on a 3, but he only gets a 2, so nothing happening there. We have this small arms unit here, firing into here. So on a 3, he'll put in a concentrate fire, nothing. And then we have this automatic weapons unit here, firing into here. So again, on a 3, he will try a concentrate, and he did. So draw of 3, we get blast for 1, blast for 2, blast for 3. So nothing happening there. And that's the enemy activity check done. We have the mutual capture and retreat phase. No capture, retreat any non-pinned, non-captured paralysed team under a VOF. Okay, so we have this one here, who is non-pinned, non-captured. So he is going to move, and he's going to move back to here, and he can go straight into these foxholes because this card is not under fire, and he is exposed in there. At which time this guy, with his small arms fire into here, will stop that. And we have only 1 unit he can shoot at, which is this guy here for small arms fire. Okay, who else do we have? Non-pinned, non-pinned, paralysed, under a VOF. They're pinned. Nothing there. He's pinned. Okay, so we have a no, he's pinned as well. Of course he is. And okay, so we have a litter team here that's not pinned, so he can move out. And he is going to move down to here with this paralysed team, like that. Okay, he's not pinned, but he's not under a VOF. Nothing there. And that's all pinned up there. So we're done. Vehicle, aircraft phase, we have nothing. Update fire missions, we have nothing. Evaluate potential contacts, we have none. So it's the combat effects segment. So let's just get this right. Not under fire, not under fire, not under fire, under fire, under fire, under fire, not under fire, no, no, oh yeah, yep, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes, yes, no, no, and no. Righto. Give me a tick and we'll come back and see what happens. Sorry about that. Had to go and help the boy with his home schooling. Okie dokie. So we're about to go on with the combat effects segment. And again, let's just have a look at. We've marked everybody that's under any sort of fire. So I'm just going to draw a card. A 1 we'll look at doing the enemy first. The 2 will do us first. And we get a 1. So let's have a look at these red ones. Okay. So the first one, working, again, top to bottom to make it a bit easier, is this bunch over here. Okay. So starting with the leader. So these people are under automatic weapons crossfire. So they have a +2 intrinsic cover, plus foxholes is 3. Automatic crossfire is a -2, so they're at a +1 for the leader. And +1 is pinned. And I've run out of them as well now. Yay! I'm going to get rid of this exposed marker here because these guys aren't under fire. Okay, so the leader is pinned. We have 2 VC, again, at a +1. And we get pinned again for him. And we have, it's a long way down. 8 VC for a +1 is a hit. And a hit on a veteran unit, we get a casualty and a fire team. So 8 VC runs away, and we get a casualty and 2 fire teams. Now he is a small arms man. So we have, excuse the big fat fingers, get rid of that. So we have 2 fire teams, a squad and a leader in foxholes, pinned, with a casualty sitting there. Right. The next one under fire, again, will be this lot, who are pinned in foxholes. And we have a fire team, a litter team, and a paralysed team. So foxholes, pinned is +2, in +2, cover is +4, -2 for automatic crossfire. So we have a +2 for the fire team first, and that's pinned, so no change there. Litter team at +2 is a miss, so they're no longer pinned, and the paralysed team at +2 is also a miss. So we have the fire team pinned, and the other 2 are fine. Next enemy under fire is down here, and we have a pinned small arms squad. So we have +2 intrinsic, being pinned is +3 under automatic crossfire, so that's a -2, so that gives him a +1. And a +1 is a miss, so he's no longer pinned. And the next one is none. That's all of them done. So on to the Americans. So again, starting up the top here. And these units are pinned in cover. We have a fire team and a litter team. I don't know why I put the casualty under there, but okay. So we have +2 cover. In fact, no, it should be more. It should be at least, no, well, I screwed it up. This should be at least a light building, so I didn't do the check for that. Doesn't matter. They've sucked it up, they continue to suck it up. So we have pinned, undercover is +2, in +2 cover is +4, under heavy weapons, crossfire, so that's a -4, so 0. So fire team for a 0 is a hit on a green unit, is a casualty. So fire team goes away. Nope. And we end up with a CAS. Another CAS, I should say. So we have 2 CASs there now. And the litter team at a 0 is hit as well on a green. Is a fire team. So he's actually picked his shit up. Okay, so fire team, undercover, and pinned. Next Americans under fire is all this mot here, which are under all pinned fire in the LZ. Sure. Yep. Okie dokie. So let's start with this pinned guy. This bloke out in the open here. So he's got +1 cover, +2 also for being pinned. So that's +3 for 2-3 platoon. +3 is a miss, so he's fine. Then this paralysed team is at +4 for being pinned, and he remains pinned. No change. Then we have one of 3 and a paralysed team pinned in cover. So they have +1 for cover, +1 for being pinned, +1 for intrinsic cover is +3, and +5 for being all pinned. 1 of 3 at +5 is a miss, and paralysed team at a +5, we get the reshuffle, is a miss as well, so they are no longer pinned. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong. He's still pinned. These are no longer pinned. Okay, and then this last mob that are in cover. And we have a pinned paralysed, 3 of 3 and 3 platoon. So 3 platoon, pinned, in cover. So we have pinned for 1, cover for 2, cover for 3, all pinned for 5. No, wrong, sorry. It's only the paralysed that's pinned. We have cover for 1, cover for 2, all pinned for 4 for the 3 platoon headquarters. And we need to do the shuffle first. At +4. Numbers everywhere. Okay, +4 for 3 platoon, and we get the reshuffle. I'm just going to throw it into the middle of the deck somewhere. +4 is a miss, so he's fine. 3 of 3 platoon at +4 is pinned. And the paralysed unit being pinned is at +5 is a miss. So we just do a little bit of a shuffle. 3 of 3 is now pinned. Paralysed team and 3 platoon headquarters are not pinned, undercover. Right, our poor little man over here, fire team. He is pinned for +1, in cover, intrinsic cover of +2, so he's at +3, but he's under sniper fire, which brings it down to 0, and a crossfire, which takes it down to -1. And a -1 is a miss for him, and he is no longer pinned. Next is these guys. Now they are pinned. We have a fire team, a litter team, and a paralysed team. They are pinned for a +1, in cover for a +2. But they have a grenade for -4, so that gives them -2, crossfire for -3, and a concentrate fire for -4. So fire team first at a -4 is a hit. Hit on a green unit is a casualty. So our fire team becomes a casualty. The litter team for a -4 is a hit on a green team, becomes a casualty. And the paralysed team at a -4 is a hit on a green team, becomes paralysed. So no change there, so he's simply pinned. Moving right along, the next one we have is this pinned 2-2. So they have intrinsic of 2, pinned for 3 for small arms fire, so they're at +3, which is a miss, so they're no longer pinned. And then we have this pinned paralysed team. So he has +1 for pinned, +2 for cover. There for intrinsic cover is +3, and he's in an automatic crossfire, so he is at +1. And +1 is a hit on a green unit, which gives him a casualty. So a paralysed team also becomes a casualty. And pin marker goes away. Right-o. So that's the last of everybody under fire, so it's just the cleanup phase. So starting at the top, heavy weapons does nothing, sniper does nothing, exposed markers come off. Crossfire with heavy weapons is still in play. No change there. We still have these teams firing into here. Exposed marker goes. So we still have automatic weapons fire into here with all pinned fire. Or do we? Hang on a tick. Yep. With pinned fire, so we still have a crossfire coming into here with automatic weapons, but all we have is all pinned fire from there, but we've got heavy weapons, so that's fine. Here we still have automatic weapons fire and automatic weapons fire, so we have the crossfire coming into here, and coming out of there we have all pinned fire still into here, so that's that. We still have all the fire coming in here. Grenade goes, concentrate fire goes, exposed marker goes, we still have this pinned, they're pinned, they're fine. We have crossfire still into here with small arms and sniper fire. We still have crossfire with sniper fire into here, so that's fine, he's pinned. We still have automatic weapons fire coming into here and out of here, so we still have a crossfire automatic weapons fire into here. We still have small arms fire into here. And this guy was shooting into here, but there's only, in fact, he was shooting into there and he was shooting into here. Only casualties in here now, so he's going to change fire and he will go to the place with the mostest to hit. So what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this card, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and more up there. So this PDF is now going to go this way, and we now have small arms fire coming into here, and we have a crossfire. Righto, so he's now shooting into there. He's still shooting into there, that's fine. No changes there. Nothing happening here. He's still shooting into there with small arms fire. This guy is not shooting into there anymore. So this crossfire goes away. This automatic weapons goes away. That goes away. We just have 2 Kazas in there. Where is this bloke going to shoot? He can't shoot through, and there's nobody there. And he can't shoot through, and there's nobody there anyway. So that PDF is gone. Let's just put it on there like that. And that is the end of turn 9. So when we come back, we'll go into turn 10. At the moment, we are down the EXO, the FAC, 1 weapons 1, and the whole of 2-1 squad. Both weapons teams from 2 platoon and the whole of 3-2 squad. Both weapons teams out of 3 platoon are gone, and 1 of 4 is also gone. And then we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 casualties that I'm not going to have any chance in the world of trying to get back. We're spread out from, well, arsehole to breakfast time, effectively. And we have 1 turn to go. And the cleared cards are still at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 of the 12 we have to clear. So, realistically, the only major thing that can really screw us is if the enemy gets a HQ event with a 9 or a 10 and we get them come teaming out of their tunnels again. And let's be honest, with the way this battle's gone and the way we're getting chewed up through all the fault of me, if it doesn't happen, then we're extremely lucky. If it does happen, then I think it's a very realistic sort of thing. We are holding on to the LZ by the skin of our teeth. We've carried out the commands that we had to do, but the enemy could come and wipe us out. So sorry again that this one's a bit long again, but the last one hopefully will be a little bit shorter because there seems to be a little less things to shoot at. So take care. I hope you're enjoying, even with the screw ups, mistakes and everything else, because the narrative for this story has been wonderful and I'm really enjoying it. So take care and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.